Dressed up for the NBA Showcase event. It culminates tonight with the greatest collection of basketball talent on the planet. And they've gathered here in the center of the basketball world. We're back to the classic format, best from the West against the best from the East. And it's Durant guarding Antetokounmpo, who fires it to Tatum, and that's how the scoring starts.
In the East, knocked out a three on the offensive end.
Tatum, the MVP of the All-Star game a year ago. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the answer in the first bucket for the West. Let him go. Freight train coming. LeBron James on the board.
He's still doing it after 20 years and doing it well.
Durant going up top of the lob, able to finish it. LeBron guarding Giannis, who lays it in. Nutmeg. We got a nutmeg. Gilgeous-Alexander can't connect. Another chance. Durant, cash.
Yeah, don't give him an open look.
Are we going to get the competitive fervor going in this one? We're back to the East versus West as Tyrese Halliburton,
hometown hero, right? Knocks down a three.
Halliburton. How about the kid from Oshkosh?
Make it a hat trick here, Tyrese.
Gilgeous-Alexander defending him, and Halliburton drills another one.
Reggie, you made this prediction yesterday.
Damian Lillard denied, but Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the throwdown. That one rattles in. Halliburton on a heater right now.
I'm learning to listen, Reggie. I'm learning to listen to my big brother, Reggie Miller. He knows a thing or two.
Well, normally what you see is guys who are playing in the All-Star game and they play in that whole city. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now?
We got Halliburton.
Are you kidding me right now?
Jokic, how about Luka Doncic
That was an
to Nikola
alley-oop.
Jokic?
We'll call that an alley-oop.
Absolutely.
The BFFs.
Always messing with one another. Giannis on the receiving end from Bam Adebayo. Joel Embiid with the knee injury, and Julius Randle with the shoulder injury.
And did Bam just throw the ball off
He
of
did.
Jokic's back?
And then knock down a three.
Jokic playmaking. And Gilgeous-Alexander lays it in. He's certainly in the MVP watch. 5.5 minutes into this first quarter. Tyrese Halliburton went on a major heater as he leaves it for
Behind
Giannis.
the back.
Picking up where he left off, right?
Just pretty. It just never gets old watching him shoot the ball.
Looking up top, there to clean it up, Anthony Davis. His first minutes
And
on the
Anthony
floor.
Davis laughing with Tatum. It was a little friendly nudge.
21st season, Candace. You highlighted this in the open, and doing it and continuing to do it at a high level. Again, Damian Lillard with a 35-footer.
An actual turnover and a steal. Halliburton looking for help. Lillard lines it up, and Lillard reins it in.
That's crazy.
Crazy, isn't
That's
it?
his first start.
Kevin Durant. Lillard's had some big games in the All-Star games as well. Went for 26 last year, 32 the year before, as LeBron with an air ball. Paolo Banchero, the youngest All-Star on the floor for the first time. Damian Lillard.
Easy.
We got Donovan Mitchell and Banchero for the East. Kawhi Leonard getting right into the mix. A
That's
healthy
the
season this year.
Good guy to bring in and knock down threes for the West.
Anthony Edwards, their first minutes.
Look how small the East are. 4 guards out there.
And you have Brown on that possession guarding Anthony Davis.
Joe Mazzulla and his staff ineligible this season as Stephen Curry drills one. Yesterday with Sabrina Ionescu, that was some show between Curry and Sabrina.
You got to be able to get
Make
you
it
know?
a regular. I can't wait to see it next year in some fashion. Hopefully those two in San Francisco.
Or at All-Star at the WBA.
Amen.
All's got to
Amen.
come.
You're able to interact with these guys and have these memories. And now he's getting to a point where he can come on the court, he can shoot, he actually knows what's going on. He remembers guys' names.
As we start the second half with about 30 games to go.
It's great. And it's even more special when you can share it with a teammate or two. So, extremely happy for him.
And BA, it's got to mean a lot if you're a young player, if the MVP trophy is named after Kobe Bryant. To be able to get that honor, I know that meant a lot for Jason.
Draymond Green, all the talking he does at the defensive end, who's on our alt cast. We'll be joined by them shortly.
Oh, Devin Booker, a sweet little baseline turnaround. Devin Curry says trap him. They find Maxey in the corner, and that one goes down. It has been quite the week for you, and the weekend is Paolo Banchero finally gets one on a jam.
We grow basketball here, and to spend 18 years here, what a pass there by LeBron to Booker. Well, it's cool to kind of see it through his eyes, along with my 7-year-old daughter, Lennox. But I'm somewhat cool, I think.
Oh, a one-foot runner by Donovan Mitchell. Oh, what a pass. That looked like a 90-mile-an-hour fastball from Mitchell. And Carroll sets up Brunson. Around and down it goes. Remember, we hit the air talking about the East roster. Half of their players. LeBron almost brought the house down. Half of the East roster, 25 years or younger. And 4 first-timers like that guy, Scotty Barnes from the Toronto Raptors. 11-0 run for the East here. Damian Lillard taking on LeBron James. Lillard keeps cooking. Paul George, the former Pacer. And a foul, and it goes. And Paul George, a chance at a three-point play. Durant in the corner, up and over. Giannis sticks it. Karl-Anthony Towns going coast to coast.
And big men shouldn't be able to do that.
2 All-Stars. Giannis gets the offensive board, hammers it down. That quiets down an 8-0 run. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Just keeps rising.
Smooth, right?
Keeps rising.
So smooth.
Lillard once again. He's got another one.
Let's see if he takes a heat check.
Well, he finds his teammate. No resistance for Giannis Antetokounmpo. George runs it, sets it up for LeBron. There's a highlight for LBJ. Amazing run. Here's Lillard again. Another deep three.
Stop it.
Stop.
And guess who was guarding him?
Stop.
Paul George. That take you back? See you later. Paul George with an answer.
If you're an OKC fan, they don't want to hear that. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Trey with the patented move.
No, he did not.
I've never seen 2 more intense humans. What was it like leading up to that moment? And what's some of the powerful feedback that you've gotten since?
To be able to go out there and compete against one another and knowing it was going to open the eyes of a lot of people watching and in attendance, we got to keep it going, and I got to go back and try and beat them.
Okay, Brian, Candace, Reggie, you heard it right here.
Reggie, you were saying earlier about your ideas for next year. Go ahead and throw them out there.
How about them 2 versus Stephen and Dame? I would love to see that.
I like that.
I would love to see that.
You could lose,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
But those 2 could lose, came out there, left their pride aside, and put on a show.
Karl-Anthony
No, he
Towns
didn't.
got a little sauce going here in the last few possessions.
And listen, I know we're continuing this, but I'd be remiss if I did not mention she wasn't shooting against the best shooter on the planet.
Lillard taking on all comers right now. Hits one over Durant. There goes Durant, lays it in. Boy, the East.
Oh, he said he's too little.
We saw that in the Rising Stars
saw it in the
between
Rising.
Jaden Ivey and Benedict Mathurin.
Ooh, Lillard is
Do we
going
have a matchup?
for it.
Do we have a
22
matchup?
for Damian Lillard right now. Teammate to teammate, the Celtics connection, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
They are on one from three-point line, 20 of 42. What?
Speaking of,
There's the answer, right? The number 1 answer.
You said, is it possible for an all-star game to eclipse 200 points? And right now we're sitting at 96.
whoa.
99 for the Ace.
Luka Doncic with an offensive rebound, throwing it down into first gear. Curry, might as well. Curry for 3, yes sir, here he comes. Back-to-back threes for Curry. And a steal by the Joker. It's a 3-on-1. Jokic, almost a dunk.
That took every bit of energy and ounce for him just to get that high, Candace.
Multiple flat tires. The answer. That's where we should go above the rim. We got to go get Joker above the rim. This is a shot.
Okay.
Wow, there's a lot of time left. That was
He wanted a 2-for-1. A 2-for-1, BA.
2-for-1. Thank you, Candace. As Brown lays it in.
This is how Coach Bench drew it up.
Is that Pat Summit?
That's the 2-for-1
drew it
right
up?
there.
Nikola Jokic, good for a couple of dunks a year. He had it.
I think he wanted to, and then once he got up there, it's like, I don't have enough to get up there.
We have just experienced the all-time record for points in a half. The 2024 NBA All-Star Game is presented by Kia.
It was me, Wilt Chamberlain, Bob Cousy.
Now on the court for the Eastern Conference.
Yeah. Dr. J, the guy that was talking before, yeah. That was my first All-Star game back in 68, I think. Timmy D, KG, all those guys, like all of them. Grant Hill. Yeah, it was a hell of a group.
That was 2005 in Denver. That was a hell of a group.
Not just Hall of Famers, top 75 type players.
Speaking of, Damian Lillard on the 75th anniversary team. Kevin Durant, there's a good start.
There's the start.
And that's a good guy to go to.
Antetokounmpo, no resistance. Halliburton scored 15 points in 90 seconds in the first quarter. Here's Jason Tatum. Tatum with a 3 in the East. Keeps stacking them up. As the players resume their warm-ups, Gilgeous-Alexander dunks one through. They have been inspired tonight from the Milwaukee Bucks. New teammates this year. Tatum got him. Here's Halliburton. Now he's got another
That's a
chance.
bucket.
That's easy.
Man, what a stroke.
Was
Yes, he did. Or was that Jason Williams that did?
Was that
Jay Will.
Was
Jay
it Jay
Will did that, yeah.
Jay Will, you're right.
Tatum hits a 3. Lillard gives it to Halliburton this time. I mean, it's not even touching the rim.
It's barely touching the rim. 16 of 24 for your starting backcourt in the East from downtown.
Jokic in the corner for 3. Doncic. He'll take it. Tatum.
Oh, okay.
Rare dunk from Doncic.
Got a chance at an MVP this year. There's Damian Lillard.
Just a cool 30-piece for Dame Dollar.
Uh-oh.
What?
That was multiple flat tires. That was the Motor Speedway flat tire. Oh, my goodness.
Y'all see this?
Damian Lillard.
Y'all see
this? We are queuing up Luka Doncic in a moment as Shai Gilgeous-Alexander sticks a 3. We did some editing of the dunk you had and then the one you didn't have. Could you take us through the hops?
I was feeling myself too much. I don't dunk, guys.
We've watched you over the weekend and just how much you and Joker have fun playing on the court, but then also in the locker room, off the court.
Just a funny guy, always joking around, anywhere, everywhere.
You guys picked up what I thought was a smart move in PJ Washington. Kind of talk to us, tell us what he's going to bring to the Mavericks.
They bring a lot of athleticism. PJ can play both sides. So we got bigger, that's for sure, and our defense got to improve with that.
Luka, thanks for joining us. Happy birthday next week, by the way. All of 25.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I forgot.
Got the world by the tail. Luka Doncic. One of the great young stars as Tatum powers one down. That's been one of the crazier stats from this week as George with the dunk. Paolo Banchero was 2 years old when LeBron James played his first All-Star game. And now Jaylen Brown lays it in. 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Damian Lillard making a strong push for MVP with 33 points.
There you go. Thank you. Hey, let me tell you something. VA is the worst winner in the history of golf.
What's been going on the Oldcast? What's been the story for you guys outside of Dame Lillard? How's it been going?
Hey, I mean, so much. I would love to.
Mike
Epps came up.
Spike
we
Lee.
had Spike Lee.
Number one, obviously, we know what you mean, Indiana, the Pacers.
That Indiana as a whole does a great job of putting on events. Super Bowls, Final Fours.
Let's not have another All-Star in Indiana. Let's let this be the last one, my friend.
Come on, man.
Was it the snow?
You spent enough time here, Reggie. You don't need to come back far.
Was it the minus, the 17 degrees?
Hey, Reggie.
Yes.
If you had a chance of being cold or being around a bunch of homeless crooks in San Francisco, wouldn't you?
Just hold that thing down.
He's the face of the franchise, and to me, Charles has said this on numerous occasions. If this team gets healthy, and with the addition of Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, if those guys are healthy, Tyrese Halliburton, the way they play with him and the way they look at him, because he's a heck of a closer.
Coming up to the last shot here, and it'll be Ice Trey who delivers one between the eyes.
Reggie, as one of the biggest showmen and trash talkers, what can you say about this generation of trash talkers?
Well, first of all, I love the basketball IQ by both of them.
James has not played in this second half as Curry sets up Karl Anthony Towns. Karl Anthony Towns, little Euro to Curry, gives it right back. Look at Curry playmaking right now. Brunson with the steal. Who's running with him? Scotty Barnes. Now Brunson will take it himself. What a year he's had.
The Scary Knicks team, I mean, they've always been able to score, but defensively they struggled last year, and I think they solved that problem.
Going up top, Curry. Oh, flying high. Backboard.
Yes, slap blast, Curry.
So do you remember in 8th and 9th grade when you did that?
Yes.
You were like, oh my God, I slapped the backboard. Like you were so excited.
Brunson spotting up in the corner, catch and shoot. And he's got another one.
But I didn't know Paolo was that big. You know, on TV, it's hard to kind of. He has great size. His shoulders. When I walked by him, I was like, my goodness, I didn't know you were this big.
Barnes making the most of it. He's one of the great young stars in the game, too, out of Florida State. As Towns scores 2 more.
And it's Curry's defense that's standing out for me. He's
really
back in transition.
I like it.
Contesting Scotty Barnes and down at the other end. Picking up full court.
And Jaylen Brown, who finds himself open and hits. And great week here in Indianapolis.
Elevator action.
Towns driving. Go! Towns with the reverse.
Well, I'm not worried about them putting the ball in the basket. Can they get 3, 4, 5 stops together? Look at this.
No. Whoa. Jalen Brunson going up high. Off the glass.
Did he bank it? Did he call it? 3 off the glass for Luka.
Brown now going after his. No dribbles. No dribbles. Oh, you don't get you.
The 4 and 3-man weave. That's what we're going to call it.
The ball never touched the floor, and it was the big man with the assist.
The new stars.
Another bank shot.
The same shot it looked like.
Alexander.
I just love to be able to honor a great.
Yes.
Like the Big O.
By the way, can we get Karl Anthony Towns in the dunk contest next season as Giannis going up top, trying to make it a home gym win here in Indianapolis, Indiana. We're getting to that 200 mark as Antetokounmpo lays it in. Luka, 1-footer. Towns once again. This is the stretch run right now that these players are looking forward to. As Towns going again.
Sign him up. Sign him up for the dunk contest. You're in. You're in. You got it. You're in.
And there's Giannis. Tell you what, Giannis, Damian Lillard, showing up beautifully here for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pulled again an all-star game in Fiserv Forum.
So Draymond, if you didn't want to come back to Indiana, wait till you get to Milwaukee.
Lovely this time of year.
You're going to be thinking we're the French Riviera.
Long 3-pointer from Jaylen Brown. Where we at?
Well, to me, it's Boston's to lose.
Cat giving you another.
I told him to stop auditioning.
He's already in.
Okay,
I told him to stop auditioning.
He's got 42 now. Clippers are real. Halliburton gives them what they came for. Tyrese Halliburton with 27 as the official host of All-Star. Look at Jokic getting up there. How about you, Candace?
You know, I'm with Reggie. I think
over 200 goes the East.
Back threes for Halliburton. I'm with Reggie.
Halliburton throws it down. Last minute to go. Get as many as you can, Big Cat. 196 was the previous record. That was 2016 by the West All-Stars. Towns.
50.
Yeah.
50.
Okay.
50. We're 50. 50 down here right now. 50.
Are we looking at the MVP? Go ahead, Cat.
And Dame shooting from half court.
As well. His second half-court shot of the game.
Stop it.
It comes to a merciful end. Go ahead, Joker. Get one up. It's a dunk. Dunk contest. That right there. 2-time MVP. Finals MVP. Wow.